Hello, so I have a couple of Haruki Murakami books. You may recall that I talked that I wanted to read all the books of the authors I already own. Haruki Murakami was one of them. So I read two, and I'm pretty sure that from what I have on my shelf, I've read them all. Which, one, two, there's like 10 books up there. So the one I read was Killing Commendatore. I think that's how you say it. It's a pretty thick one. Um, it's like 700-ish pages. And if you like Murakami, he has this set of tropes that tend to appear in most of his books. Like mundane, everyday kind of guy, hypersexualized women, cats, some sort of well, and of course he's known for his magic realism. So yeah, this definitely feels like a Murakami book. What it's about is our main character is a guy. He's a portrait painter, and basically his wife leaves him. So he's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave the apartment. Um, some events happen, and he ends up being like the caretaker of his friend's dad's house. His friend's dad is still alive, but he's like in a nursing home. He's pretty much at the end of his days. But all of his stuff is still at the house, and he was a painter himself. So it's really convenient for our main character. He can just go in, and there's already an art studio, so he brings his art stuff and he just paints. Now, of course, it's not always that simple, right? Um, Weird things happen, which that's the meat of Murakami, is the weird things that happen. And when they do happen, you're like, oh, so I'm not gonna obviously say anything about that. My overall feeling of the book is that it's been quite a while since I last read a Murakami. I reread 1Q84 a couple of years ago, or even more than that actually now, and I really enjoyed it. But you know what? This felt a lot like those vibes, right? And I really wanted the vibes, so I got that from this book. I don't know if I gave it 4 or 5 stars, but it was a very good read. There was some stuff that was a little bit rushed, it felt like, since so much of his writing is very long and drawn out. Now, if you have not read Haruki Murakami before, be warned, he's not for everybody. Some people think he's very boring, very mundane, and those that have more stronger views about things would very much criticize the hypersexualization of women, but it's a guy, right? Some guys have these thoughts. Our main character has these thoughts. Big deal, right? You know, get over it kind of thing. So, I thought that the writing was what I expected from him. The story was also in parts what I expected, but of course there were some new things that are mysterious. Not every little detail was explained by the end, which I like a little bit of open-endedness with him. So yeah, really liked this one. Um, I, I read it quite quickly actually. I was really, really looking forward to reading it each morning, and throughout the day it kind of stuck with me. I was thinking about it and talking about it to my boyfriend, and it was like, yeah, it's a damn good book. So that's my review on Killing Commendatore. I think that's how you say it. That's how I said it in my head. So there you go. Have you read it?